Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ninette Christine Tienza, and I'd like to thank Wendy Lindo for inviting me to be a part of her show this evening. It's a great, great experience to have this, and I congratulate her for having this kind of show, for people to share their own talents, their own hobbies, to inspire others. It's an amazing studio with Bernard handling everything in the media, and of course, Wendy and her amazing hosting skills. So, this is Nanette again, wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. In the meantime, enjoy the show. Thanks for having me.
Malamig ang simoy ng hangin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Christmas special of the Wendy Linda Show and the Business Connections. So, for today's episode, I have my BTS sister,
Yes.
Army.
Army.
And she's not only a fan of BTS, she's also a coach, a mentor, and a respected singer and entertainer. So, without further ado, let me introduce Ninette Christine Umali Tenza. Ang haba, te.
It's actually Tenza-Umali.
Tenza-Umali.
Yon.
Who's Umali?
The hubby.
I thought you were single.
Jungkook ko yan.
Jungkook.
Yes.
Welcome to the Business Connections.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so wonderful. Again, I want to congratulate you on your amazing show.
Oh, thank you so much. You're one of the coaches.
Ayusin ko lang yung aking upo. Yung rayumak ko, medyo maskit. It's the weather.
You know what? People that are watching right now, I'm so excited to actually kind of do an interview with her. I've known her for a few months and I heard her great voice. It's like an angel.
Thank you so much. Biglang tumaas. Naubos actually sa BTS concert.
Sa BTS concert,
Oh,
no?
Kaya, yan.
And not only that, kasi I also wanted to know how she started with her singing career. Kasi artista po siya when she was in the Philippines. She's in one of the parang known band. So, Miss Christine.
How do I start it? Okay, ano ba? During the 80s, we started a singing group, a vocal group actually here in LA. So when I was in high school, ang uso pa nun, menudo was really big. So even then, yung mga boy bands was like a big thing. Menudo was really big during the 80s. So over here, we had a manager by the name of Miss Sally De Castro, who owned Lady Munchies, and that was the first actual karaoke lounge in the valley, in Sun Valley before. So that's how everyone was put together. Kumbaga, how BTS was put together, that's how Adobo was put together. A lot of male, mahilig tayo, Filipinos, so we love to sing. So we would flock there since it's the only karaoke joint at that time, 80s. So, doon na-discover yung mga boys that made up Adobo. And at the same time, she also formed a girl group, which was us. Hindi naman kami pandesal, but we were called the She.
The She.
The She. Yan, apat kami. Oh, parang Blackpink, di ba?
Oo nga.
Pero Adobo was 5 members at the time. And then after that, some of the members of Adobo and some of the members of She fused together and we became Altered Rhythm.
Altered
Rhythm. Yeah, and then we also used to do shows here in LA until I became part of Haji Alejandro's Flashbacks band.
Yes.
Nung 90s. He had a restaurant on Melrose Avenue. And then I became the female vocalist of the group.
Of the group.
Yeah.
But how did you start it in the Philippines? Kasi I've been listening to one of your songs.
So in 92, since I was performing within the Filipino community lang, so hirap naman pumasok. MTV at the time, you had to compete with Madonna and Prince, and I don't think anyone at the time can compete with that. And it's hard to get into the music industry. So I figured, you know what? I want to try to go home and try my luck in the Philippines. And it wasn't as easy as expected, uh, at that time, sinamahan ako ni Haji with one of those, um, I forgot his name, but with the BG company, BMG. There you go, BMG. Hirap nagsi-senior moments, no?
It's okay.
Kasi BTS lang alam ko eh. BMG na nilito na ako.
it
So
rhymes.
BMG. Yeah, si Sunny
Oo.
and he was saying that in order for me to be a successful performer in the Philippines, I have to do the same thing. I have to start off the same as with Kula Desma and everyone, which is performing in all the different venues in the Philippines and then creating a following. Once you have a following, then it's easy to have a record because you actually have people that's going to buy your record. So, and that's what happened. And Toti Fuentes, who I met here in LA, also went back. And him and Pompi Lavinia put up an album, which was all compositions of Toti Fuentes. And one of the songs that was recorded in that album was called What Good Is That Without
Yeah,
You?
I love that song.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And fortunately, that was picked up by ABS-CBN and was used in the movie Gimmick,
Gimmick.
The Reunion.
Yes.
Buhay pa nun si
So that's
Rico
the
yan.
story.
That's the
Oh,
story
why.
of it.
So your career really started here in the US. And then by the time when you said that you got into that group, yung She,
Yeah.
is there any audition before you can get in, or
Yes, there was actually an audition. It's the same place at Lady Munchies at that time.
oh, okay.
So
And then
rough
prior
one.
to that, because I'm going back to like maybe 20 years, you look young naman natin.
15.
Is that singing talaga? Is that really your passion? Getting into that industry? Was that your first love?
You know what happened? Okay, my tita, Marita Tenza, was a part of the ambivalent crowd back in the 70s. And she would always perform at Le Boulevardier in Intercontinental, and then she would have her Jubilees band also performing at Siete Picados and stuff. So as a little kid, pwede pang I was always I was always tagging along with my lola and lola, watching her on stage.
I see.
And then one night she called me up. And that was like, I froze, but then I said, you know what? That was the first time I was on stage, and the first thing I sang was, I Will Survive.
Oh, wow.
Sabi ko, I will survive this. So I will survive. 1970s. Siguro 8 years old or 9 years old ako nun. And since then, I looked up to her because she was always wearing this glamorous outfits. The
Yeah.
70s, they were always wearing gowns and bling bling, sequin and everything. So I said, that's so glamorous. I think I want to do that. And she would travel the world. So I guess that's what made me decide that I wanted to follow her footsteps.
So, because you were already exposed, parang you also saw yourself na you can do it. But you already have your voice na ganyan kaganda.
Naku naman.
So, it's already in your family na performer. And then, so, is your aunt is the one that made an impact on you?
Yes.
That's why,
Musically, yes.
musically, yes. But what about your parents? Are they also in musical?
My dad also loves to sing. He really loves to sing. He's a singer. Pero, he didn't do it professionally. It was only my aunt that went professional in terms of the music industry.
She was also your coach, mentoring you.
No, mahilig lang ako talaga kumanta sa
Mahilig lang
shower.
talaga. Oh, wow.
And
okay.
then, when I was a kid, I was taking also classical piano lessons.
I see.
Pero, because napaka-stricto ng teacher, when she would leave, lolokohin ko yung pagtugtog ko, not knowing it was pala improvising na parang jazz. And I was having a hard time. I guess I'm not really a patient, pianist. And I would listen to songs on the radio and I would play them and sing to the songs that I love. Kasi sabi ko, it's more freeing than being so
strict na.
you have to
limited,
play the right
yes.
notes and play, this and that. Na alam kong magkakamali naman ako. I didn't want to be too depressed on that. So sabi ko, this is so freeing to just sing and play. And I guess that's what started na Wido, and singing.
Wow. what a great story you have. So now, di ba, nung nasa Philippines ka, that's when you also met a lot of great artists. And you were also in Pido, right? Pido.
Yes.
So how was your parang family as a band?
Oh, it's always a great experience. I've learned a lot here pa lang with the Haji and the Flashbacks band. And then when I went home, because I've had that experience of learning how to like write ano ba to, yung song lists, and how one song flows to the next, para hindi lang, it's just a mix of different songs. It's how you make it flow throughout the whole presentation. So, it was just a blessing na I nakilala ko si Rene Garcia, who was Hot Dog, and Dennis Garcia, and they took me in as part of the Hot Dog band at the time, and we were able to perform in Singapore
Okay.
for 3 months. So we toured Singapore, and then nung bumalik na ako sa Philippines, that's nung nakilala ko na si Pido, and I became part of the management artist station with Wingard Tracy.
Wow. That was what year? On the 80s?
I would say
or 90s? 90s?
Yes, 96.
96.
Yeah.
So, are you the only one that went to the Philippines and pursue
Yeah.
that career? So, what happened to other artists that you started here in the States?
Oh,
They have their own.
yeah,
Gig too?
they've been involved in a lot of Filipino cultural performances also while they were here, and I think they also did some solo work. They also put up their own recording studio at home, so meron tuloy-tuloy pa rin sila
Tuloy-tuloy
with-
pa rin
Oo.
sila. But I didn't know Haji Alejandro started here.
No, I only started with him here,
Here,
professionally because
professionally.
with the restaurant that he had.
That he had. So now tell me more about your career in the Philippines. How did it flourish? Now you met Pido, and then I saw some of your videos when you were starting, and then you were also having parang a duet with Dito Ocampo. How was the
Oh.
feeling getting into that? Parang, di ba, mga actors, mga known celebrities there.
Well, the song that Toti Fuentes wrote was the one that got picked up by ABS-CBN, and because the whole cast of Gimmick the Reunion was promoting it sa ASAP. I think G Tonji already flew to America at the time, but she wasn't there, so I did the duet with Deether, kasi ako naman yung original nung song na yon. So which was dapat I think was G. G was supposed to be there doing it with Deether.
With Dieter.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, ang tangkad-tangkad ni Deether eh. Cute pa rin. So I was able to have that opportunity to actually sing with the whole cast
I
the time
see.
sa ASAP.
So when you were in the Philippines, who is parang a celebrity or a singer that inspired you or you wanted to work with when you were there?
Actually, I was more, when the first time I went home, and this is what was parang advice to me, na parang be your own self. So I had a hard time trying to figure out to find the niche. Kasi, sabi ko, okay, galing ako ng Amerika, medyos lang, baka papasa. Everyone was perfectly singing in English. Sabi ko, okay, what would I be? Ano kaya? Mag-rap kaya ako? And then, Kulay was there. Kulay was a group that was already formed in Canada, and then they went home to Manila. Sabi ko, ano kaya pwede? Sabi ko, mag-ethnic Filipino kaya ako. Grace Nono was already there. So I had to find the niche. And at the time, I don't think anyone was playing the keyboards and singing. So I went back to that. And doon na lumabas sila. Sila Sarah McLachlan. Sila Alicia
I remember
Keys.
that, yes.
So I figured, okay, this would be my niche. So after Pido, and because I met my husband when I was with Pido, I met him sa Strums.
Was he the engineer?
He was, may pinaganda yung bosses ko.
Baka gusto shout out naman si
Hi,
si
Happy
Hubby.
Dudes. To my Nelson, my Jungkook. Mahilig siya magluto eh.
So, Jungkook siya
Oo,
talaga.
jump cook siya sa bahay.
Oh my God.
Tagakain lang ako, kaya yan. Nawala ng aking singing career, so nawala ng aking figure.
Oh, I love your house. Si Kuya Nelson. Hi, Kuya Nelson. He's one of the coolest guy I
Oh,
met.
yes. Alam mo ba, nakilala ko siya. Nakilala ko siya ang haba ng buhok niya.
Oh, ngayon.
Haba-haba talaga. Siyang Little Mermaid.
Oh.
Yeah. Ako ang maiksing buhok. Ganyan kaiksi yung hair ko. narinig ko
I saw
siya.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oo.
Tapos, kala ko rockstar. Fashion designer pa.
Uy, meron ka sinabi sa akin,
Ano?
Kasi, di ba, I saw yung skinny naman, di ba?
Oh.
Ngayon naman parang lang tayo parang it's hormonal, kaya
Oh, yeah.
we gain weight.
Wala
Pero at
na.
that time, di ba, sabi mo, there's a lot of guy na parang courting you because you were known.
No, hindi.
So, pero bakit si Jungkook, si Kuya Nelson ang napili mo at that time? With your, di ba, yung career mo doon maganda.
Kaya? Bakit kaya?
Gwapo naman
Nabighani
talaga si
niya
Kuya.
ako. Maganda yung kanyang lashes. Tsaka pinaganda niya yung boses ko. Tawagan namin talaga, darling, pagandahin mo yung boses ko ha. Yung darling na yan, katatawag ng darling. Na tuloy.
So doon nagumpisa.
Mhm.
So after noon, were you still singing even if you're already married with to him?
Oh, we got married. Tapos, our daughter was born in the Philippines. So, even, nung buntis na ako, ganyan nakalayo yung keyboard. And I was still singing.
Wow.
With sila Pido.
Oo.
And pinanganak na yung baby namin, then I decided to go solo. Doon na ako kumakanta sa street life, sa lobby ng Diamond Hotel, and Shangri-La. I really,
even
really
Diamond
enjoyed it.
Hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, yung caliber mo is really...
Hindi naman.
Ikaw na, masyadong humble si ate.
Ano lang, God is so good that He's given me all these chances.
I think it's it's a gift. Kasi you said you don't have really formal schooling. You just have it. You practice it.
I did have formal.
You did formal?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I studied at UP Conservatory of Music.
Sa UP.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Under the tutelage of Miss Nita Quinto.
Wow.
Kaya lang hindi ko nga pinursue. I mean, I did pursue it when we immigrated to the States in 82. Pero I tried to continue it. Kaya lang sabi ko talaga, I wanna relax. I wanna get into pop, I think.
Okay.
Mas nagustuhan ko yung pop.
So like right now, at your current career,
Yeah.
I know parang naglaylo ka na
Yes.
diba? Parang ikaw yung coach or mentor with
Yeah.
other artists. Would you parang regret anything what happened to you? Or did you ever parang cross your mind na, I wish I went to a different career path? Or eto na talaga yung gusto mo?
Well, the other career path that I wanted to be was a successful artist. I love painting.
Which are you doing right now too?
But I have no regrets kasi I was able to spend quality time with my daughter. Raising her was the most important thing to me. Thank God she didn't turn out as crazy as her mommy. Such a blessing. Ayan, mas matino kaysa sa akin. So, I think that was another blessing in a way. But she's also talented when it comes to art and music. She plays the piano, she sings, and she draws, and she creates. And she's better than me as an artist, actually. But hindi siya yung... She only sings at church. She really doesn't want to do anything about like music career outside.
Oh, she just wanted like limited lang for church.
Yeah.
So, you don't see her parang following your footsteps in the future?
I don't know. It's too early to say. Kasi she really wants to... Actually, ang kinukuha niya sa college ngayon is psychology because she wants to major in art therapy.
Oh, art therapy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But now, you said that you wish. I mean, I think your wish, you're already doing it, being an artist, because I saw all your work.
Thanks.
Yung paint mo. Para kang yung kay Heart Evangelista, yung kanyang Marie.
Yeah.
So, is that what you're doing right now in your free time?
Yes. I think I want to go back into painting and do, a lot more exhibits. Hopefully, music exhibits, a combination of both.
both arts and music. Wow, that's amazing. So anyway, why don't we also invite our viewers and tell them where they can find you on social media?
Oh, right now, I am just the old-fashioned Facebook. Nawala na ako sa MySpace.
Wala na yun ah.
Wala na ako sa MySpace. Facebook. And I just started on IG because I just
Yes.
got back into painting. So I'm also on YouTube, so you can search for all the songs that I've recorded. Ninette Christine Tienza on YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Nice. By the way, at the end of the show, we're gonna showcase her talent singing, so you can also hear her beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Naubos?
hindi naman naubos.
Kasi naman, nandiyan si Jungkook, tsaka si V.
By the way,
tsaka-
let's talk about BTS kasi
Oh.
we click. The first time we met,
Yes.
talagang nag-click talaga. And then she helped me because I always tell her, oh my God, my dream is to watch a concert of BTS. And then it was my birthday.
Yes.
It was actually a couple of days, diba, before my birthday.
Yes.
She texted me, she called me, and she said, oh my God, I got you a ticket.
Yes. I got
So
you.
thank you for that. Talagang I really enjoyed,
I'm
even
so
though we're
happy.
far away.
Oo.
But it was a great experience. So I appreciate you. But what do you like about BTS?
Thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Of course, you can talk about that.
Kasi a lot of people would think, which is the general idea that, women like BTS because they're a bunch of cute guys who could dance and could sing. I've been with a lot of boy bands before, like I told you, Adoba and stuff, and they're
Yes.
good looking and they could dance and they could sing. So what makes BTS stand out from the rest? I think it's the message that they convey, the way they write their songs. It's not just about love me, I'm cute.
Yes.
I'm sad because you left me, kind of thing. And when they project on screen, you know that it's so it comes natural what their how their movements are. It's not like something like, oh, I should know 1, 2, 3, like the other bands na parang very conscious
They're
about.
trained talaga.
Yeah. And I guess
Yes.
if you look at their backstory, how they first started talaga, they're underdogs.
Yes.
So unlike all the other, K-pop trainees that were trained by the big 3 companies, they came from a very small company that was almost bankrupt. They took him in. And ang pinakamagaling, that's why I have respect so much for Bang PD, was because he gave them the artistic freedom.
Yes.
That's what I relate to. When someone gives you the artistic freedom, that means someone trusts you enough to do what you want and like really flourish. And that's what happened. That's why they're the success that they are. Unlike other, kaya hindi nila ako sumasali sa sa mga singing contests like American Idol or whatever. Because from what I know, they tell you how to dress, what to sound like, how to look like. With the BTS, of course, kailangan ayusin sila. Hindi pa nga sila ganun kagwapo nung nag-umpisa sila, diba?
Yes.
But they were given the artistic freedom. 3 of them are rappers, 3 of them are dancers, and 4 of them are vocalists. So all of them combined,
Their expertise.
yeah, and they really help each other out and they support each other. And it's so palpable in their concert videos. You can see how much they look up to each other and how much they
Respect.
support. Yeah,
That's the one, yeah.
pinakamaganda. It's not just K-pop has been around for so long.
Yes.
That's why talagang affected ako when I meet someone and they say, oh, another manufactured band, or what's so special about them? There's so many other, K-pop has been around. They're just another band. Oh, minitong ulo ko. Dugo ko.
Oh, diba?
Kasi para bang it's like saying, it's okay to say na,
Yes.
who are they? I want to know more about them. I prefer hearing that than saying something like, oh, is that another band? Oh, you like them because they're cute. It's not my thing. Hello. It's like saying, if you're meeting someone who's into golf and saying, oh, who's Tiger Woods? Oh, he's maybe another black guy who just, just
No, and I
golfs,
think yung records nila, yung portfolio nila, it's proven na talagang bankable. Not only the music, because of the message that they
The
convey.
message.
They're always number one, di ba?
Another thing is that,
Grabe.
they give the money that they make, they really give to charities.
Yeah.
And the most important thing I think is, it brings people out of depression.
Yes.
I was in like
Yes.
humongous depression before they entered the scene, and I only discovered them last June. So I'm really really happy that I did, kasi iba iba
Oo.
the aura that they present is just really having fun, and they're a bunch
Oo.
of great guys.
It gives hope then, 'di ba? Alam ko
Yeah.
marami nga, like what you said, mga depressed. And I also learned them like last year then. And then after that, watching their story, how they started, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, I'm like you. So, maglaro tayo.
Yeah.
Why
Gusto mo?
not? BTS.
BTS?
Ayan naman nakita ko kagad yung
Did you see my
BTS.
bag? Did you see my bag? It's hella trophies and it's hella thick.
So, how many members does BTS have?
7.
Okay, name it.
OC7. Ay, hindi ko pa memorize yung chant. Memorize ko ba?
Wag na yung chat. Wala tayo sa concert. Okay, so just give me one word how you can describe each one of them. Okay.
Next.
First one is
Is-
J-Hope.
Si J-Hope.
Oh,
He's
ano
the
yun?
sunshine of the group,
Okay,
di ba? Because he's always smiling and he's the one encouraging, pero strict siya pagdating sa dance.
Oh yeah, I know.
Pagdating
He is
he's one of the best dancers of the group.
I know.
So, J-Hope.
And then second
Yeah.
one is Jin.
Jin, worldwide handsome, you know. Ano sabi yan?
Worldwide.
Worldwide handsome, you know.
True. What about
Oh.
Suga?
Si Jin, si Suga, ay nako, one of the
Suga.
best respected producers and rappers
Grabe.
in South Korea.
So good looking and his hairstyle.
Siya ba
his,
bias mo?
Iba-iba kasi 7 days,
I
di ba?
know,
But
totoo.
there's 7 days a week, so every day there's one.
Ako yung mga maknays na nilito ko. Bias ko talaga si Jungkook. Kasi I watched him dun sa On.
O sa dali, di pa tayo tapos.
Kinetic
So si ano
Manifesto.
tayo?
Ay!
J-Hope.
Oh, si J-Hope.
And then si Jin and
Yeah.
Suga. And then now let's talk about si Namjoon.
Si Kim Namjoon is the best leader.
Oo.
Because of him, he was able to bring them up talaga to where they are right
To where
now.
they are. He's also strict.
Oh, yeah.
What about
He's
V?
funny. He's the Kenkoy one. Si Namjoon is quirky. Dami niyang nasisira. King of Destruction ang tawag sa kanya.
Talaga?
Oo.
Oh.
Lagi may nasisira yun.
What about V?
V! Ay nako, yung batang yan. Pinapasakit ang ulo ko. Kasi, nakakatawa siya. Siya yung with the most character sa group.
Yeah.
You know?
Always makes
Dati
spaces.
bata yan eh.
Yeah,
Naglalagay ng french fries sa ilong. Tapos ngayon, if you watch his singularity, maloloka ka na.
Grabe, no? B. Si Jimin. Oh my God. Si Jimin
Jimin.
din.
Bias mo.
Lahat sila.
Jimin is the most aral na dancer. He is really, for me,
Yeah, he is.
he is the best dancer. The flow, because talagang yun ang pinag-aralan niya.
Oo.
Tapos ngayon, mas cute pa siya talaga. Kakalito.
Last one mo, yung talagang bias mo, si Jungkook. Hindi si, Kuya Nelson. Si Jungkook.
Si Jungkook.
Jungkook.
Bakit nga ba?
Bakit siya?
Because I think when I watched On,
And he's the youngest.
he's the youngest. He's the
Yeah.
golden maknae.
Yeah.
Favorite ko talaga yan.
Okay.
Kasi, when I watched him in Kinetic Manifesto, siya yung fierce na lumabas talaga ng
Yeah.
galing na dancer. So, alam ko magaling na siyang dancer, and then I heard his voice. Doon pa lang sa Kinetic Manifesto, he's known for that part. My everything. Yun. But when I heard his solo songs, that's the great thing again about them. When they want to do the hard, dances and stuff, it's like really
Yeah, hard talaga.
hard.
Hard.
And then when it's soft, you melt.
Yeah.
You melt like butter. Criminal undercover.
So, the reason why I asked those questions, kasi now you're a coach, you're an artist for many, many years,
Yeah.
but you have this expertise. If you're gonna, parang, di ba, parang find, parang a group band, hindi naman sila parang group band, but if you're gonna have your own, what characteristic of individuals that BTS have
Oh.
na you wanted in your own parang boy band group?
I don't know. Kasi talagang with BTS talagang they were just, I would really say it's fate that brought them together. It's fate. You can, it's so hard to come up with a team. You know, it comes once in a while. Even I guess in basketball, you know, ako talaga yung Lakers of the 80s ako eh. You know, sila Magic Johnson, ganyan. Also like with sila Pippen, sila Michael Jordan. There's a certain team, there's a certain magic na even if you put sometimes the right characteristics, if they don't have that chemistry, it's not gonna work. So, ako right now, I'm just uh, concentrating more on individuals na when I teach.
When you teach, not as a group.
Kasi, pag one by one, although I do, you know, vocal workshops also, when it comes to performance and stuff. Pero yung individual, I ask first my students, who do they look up to? I listen to their voice and I figure out kung mataas ba yung boses nila, mababa and stuff like that. And then from their personality, I could also say na ito yung pwede mong puntahan.
Yeah, kasi when BTS started, you won't even know that they're gonna be the biggest band.
You know?
Kasi their looks is just like normal. Their voices at that time, it's not as good as now. Kasi
Yeah.
ngayon parang train na over the years.
Yeah.
So, ano yung parang pinakagusto mo na dapat tularan ng mga artists then if they wanted to succeed in the industry, in
Yeah.
this entertainment singing industry?
You know, it's a great question that you're asking me kasi like I said, sabi ko, is there any band that's gonna be great after them? Kasi mahirapan ng K-pop lalo na, you know. And I know that in the Philippines they're also coming up with P-pop groups na boys can, you know. I would rather see someone ako like, you know, sa Philippines, if they're going to put up a Filipino group, I would rather have them just like sining rapper natin, Francis Magalona. You know, he's rap, but he came up with his identity, yung Filipino identity. So if there's gonna be any groups coming up from the Philippines na parang K-pop din ang labas, I would suggest that they'd have not just, you know, the Filipino language when they do their songs, but also a little bit of the look. You know, because if they just dress up like BTS, do the choreo like BTS, it's just,
copy. Yeah.
you know, even with other K-pop groups, try to be something different.
Different.
Also.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, at least everyone's trying, and it's a good thing that's happening naman with the Philippines. Although I really am into the OPM. There's so many amazing songwriters
Talents, yes.
coming up sa OPM.
Yes, I agree.
You know, dati kasi kami, cover band kami when we were in the Philippines. But now there's so many bands that do their original compositions. So that's what really stands out. So if you have the time, check out the OPM composers right now. Kasi sila Willie Cruz, wala na. Sila na, they're coming up
Benny
with
Saturno.
Yeah.
Paano na rin sila.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
George Canseco, you
I
know.
love George Canseco's songs too.
So
where do you see yourself now? Do you just wanted to parang teach individually? Ang ganda
myself
mo.
now.
Diba?
See myself now. Ang goal ko, alam mo ba?
Ano yung
no
goal
kidding.
mo? O, sige.
Dahil papunta na ako sa second childhood. Gusto ko na ulit mag-hip-hop. Hindi ako nagbibiro.
Oy, January na sabi mo, you're gonna,
Oo.
parang dance lesson.
Hindi ako nagbibiro.
Oo.
People. Gusto ko
Nice.
mag-K-pop.
Sandali, kasi this is our Christmas special.
Yeah.
And one of the question sa guest ko is, if you're gonna be given one wish this holiday season, what would that be?
Okay, that would be that this disease, you know, this virus will be all wiped out and we could start anew. Hindi lang one wish eh. But also for people to start being closer to God, you know, really being prayerful and just acknowledging the goodness that He gives each and every day, life and everything. Sometimes it's not about you anymore. So one of the Bible studies that I've attended, we talked about what's the difference between talent and gift.
Yeah.
We're all given talents, and sometimes talents are used to like boost your ego or whatever. It becomes a gift when you share it with people. And right now, I really enjoy playing, especially for senior facilities. It's giving it back.
Yes.
Because laking lola din, so it's like I'm imagining I'm there with my lola and I'm playing for them and singing for them, and they're very very yung mga tao talaga, they're really thankful, they're really grateful for that when I try to bring them back their memories. So I'm learning all those old classic songs too, para naman sumaya sila. So hindi na makaka-relate sa BTS. Baka pag tinugtog ko BTS, ma-heart attack sila, no?
Baka masyado
Oo.
too aggressive for them. But you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, there's a lot of old people right now in the senior home
Yeah.
that don't have family anymore.
Yeah.
So I think they needed you, as an artist to parang entertain, and that reminds yung parang years
Yeah.
or going back to the years when they were still, di ba, mga younger.
Yeah.
That's nice, ate.
So I really, really
Why do
enjoy
I
that.
always say ate? Ninette lang.
Oo nga.
Ninette lang.
Yes,
So what do you
sister.
miss? Like, do you have any plans this holiday season? Like as a family?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be with my mom. Right now, she's having problems with her hips. So walang kasama, and she's in Vegas. So I'll probably be with her, spend time with her naman. And then that's about it. And probably like learn some songs while I'm there, and probably dance by myself in the living room.
The living room.
Yeah.
Why not do it with Jungkook
Yeah, habang nasa TV, sa YouTube.
as a YouTube? Well, thank you, Ninette.
Thank you so much for
I don't want to say
having me.
ate because you look young.
Ah, thank you.
Diba? Every time he tells me, I'm this, like this, like this. No, for me, in my eyes, you're beautiful and sexy.
And so are you, my lovely, gorgeous friend. Thank you for
Nice.
having me.
Of course. And do you have any other parang things that you wanted to share before we end the show? Because we're gonna show them your, diba? Yung parang pinlay mo na song
Ano bang
last
masasabi ko?
time.
I just want to thank you again. It's such a gift to have friends like you, who bring out the best in people. That's one thing that I just want to acknowledge also.
Thank you.
So, you have so many guests here, and you just brighten their day just by allowing them to share also themselves. And so I love you for that, my dear, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you for this. And that's it. I wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. And again, blessings to all. And stay safe.
Yes, blessings to everyone. And I can see in your eyes when I mentioned BTS. Kaya yun talaga eh. So,
Bora hey, baby.
correct.
Bora hey. I purple you.
Hi, we purple you BTS. We miss you.
Yes.
We'll see you soon in Korea.
Sarang hey.
Sarang hey. Thank you again, Ninette Tenza, and to you, to all the viewers of the Wendy Linda Show and the Business Connections. Magkita-kita po tayo uli. And don't forget to follow me on YouTube, The Wendy Linda Show, and Facebook, The Wendy Linda Show.
Malamig ang simoy ng hangin, kay saya ng bawat damdamin. Ang tibok ng puso sa titig, para bang hulog na ng langit. Himig ng Pasko'y lagana, mayroong sigla ang lahat. Wala ang kalungkutan, lugod sa kasayahan. Himig ng Pasko'y umiral sa loob ng bawat masigla ang lahat. Wala ang kalungkutan, lubos sa kasayahan. Habang ibig ng Pasko'y umiral sa loob ng bawat tahanan, masaya ang mga tanawin, may awit ang